Hello and welcome, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 20th to the 26th of March 2023. And on the table here in front of me, I have two amazing decks that I want to work with. The first one we have is the Tarot, which is the Secrets of Paradise Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful, brightly colored, vibrant deck. So excited to work with that one. And this one, as you can see, is Choosing Positivity by Evelyn Alessandri. Evelyn is a local South African, so this is a locally produced created deck. It is amazing. She is all about positivity and optimism and gratitude and this type of thing. So I thought it'd be quite nice to actually choose one of these cards to set the foundation for the week ahead for all of us. So we are going to start with the Oracle. I'm going to move the tarot out of the way just for now, and we will bring it back in just now. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Let's see from the Choosing Positivity cards, what do we need to be focusing on for this week? What is the theme? What is the energy? What is relevant for the week ahead? What is something that the Choosing Positivity can help us to just understand where our focus needs to be, where our energies needs to be for the week ahead? Right, just one more shuffle. There we go. And let's cut the deck and draw a single card from here. And there we have it. Right, so putting these out of the way, let's have a look and see what we have got for the week ahead. So I choose to just be. I love that. You know, sometimes in life, removing the pressure of, achieving, of doing, of being, sometimes just removing that pressure is exactly what we need. It's about just being in this now, in this space and in this moment. The little writing at the bottom, it says, are you doing too much? Perhaps it's time to look at your priorities and to think about what is important. Are the expectations that you've put on yourself and others becoming unrealistic and over the top? So this week, focus on what is important so that you can take a breather and allow yourself time to just be. I think that is so important. And again, here in South Africa, we've got a public holiday, national public holiday on Tuesday. A lot of people, the schools included, have taken Monday off. So it is a little bit of a shorter week for some. And I think it's important that you choose to just be this week. Don't put extra pressure on yourself to be a certain way or to do a certain thing. Just allow yourself to just be who you are. All right. So, oopsie, it's very glary. When I put the other cards out, hopefully the color will sort itself out. So that is going to be our theme for the week. Now I have our Secrets of Paradise Tarot. Let's give it a shuffle. And again, for fire signs, for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. From this deck, we are asking for clarity, guidance. What is the energy of the week ahead? Where does your focus need to be? What is important and significant? And what does just be actually look like? So what does it actually mean to just be? What does that look like? What do you need to be conscious of? What do you need to be aware of in your just being? In your just being. All right, I'm happy with the shuffle. Let's give the cards a shuffle, a cut, and let's draw straight off the top. So card number one, fire signs, we have got the Lovers card. All right, let's stick it over there, trying to avoid the glare. Card number two we have is an extra card, 21. Oh, it's the card of the world, right? Madre Tierra. I'm obviously not Spanish. I don't understand. Can't speak it. We also have the Eight of Pentacles, and our last card that we have is the Dame of Pentacles. Right, so putting the tarot aside. So fire signs, I'm glad to see the color has sorted itself out there, but let's have a look at what we've got. So the first card we have for this week around the theme of just be. Here we have the Lovers card. Here we have two people who are dancing. They're obviously at some kind of a disco. We do have Cupid here, and quite interesting. I don't know if you're going to see, but Cupid has got an iPad and headphones, right? So Cupid is like with the times, okay? And they're doing the salsa. They're doing the dancing. They're getting into the groove of working as one, okay, connecting and working as one. So they're working together, connecting with each other and moving as a single entity, as opposed to being individuals. And again, what they're doing is they're not being too concerned about who's watching them and whether they're doing it right. They're just so in the moment. I don't know if you've ever had that experience, especially with dancing, where you just get so in the moment that you lose sight or lose track or lose cognizance of anything else that's going on around you, and you're just so absorbed in that space. And that is about just being, isn't it? So to me, that fits in so perfectly. So this week, just get into your groove, whatever your groove is, whether you can dance or not, okay? But just get into the flow and just be comfortable with the now, with the whatever it is that you're dealing with, what you're facing in this space. Card 21 in the tarot is the card of the world, all right? But it's the card of coming full circle. Now, what we have is we've got a peacock. We have got, I don't know what that little animal is. I actually cannot identify what that little animal is. So I'm going to go with monkey. I think it is a monkey. We've got a frog. We've got snakes and lava and fire. We have got some seals, some penguins, some water. We've got the moon. We've got the earth over here. We've got Mother Gaia, and we've got some birds and the sun over there. So we've got the sun and the moon with the earth in the middle. We've got all the animals that representing all the different energies and elements. We've got air, we've got earth, we've got fire, and we've got water. So we've got the 4 elements depicted. We've also got the day and the night, the light and the dark. And as I say, we've got Mother Gaia here in the middle, who is our everything above and below, okay? But this is also the card of understanding full circle, understanding that sometimes in life we just need to be and to enjoy and appreciate everything that we have around us, and to know that in this moment, in this space, everything is perfect. In this space, everything is perfect. So just be in your groove, stick in your lane, do what feels right for you in this moment. Do not worry about next week, next month, next year. The focus needs to be very much on the here and the now, and understanding that in this space right here, everything is perfect. Now the next card is quite an interesting one, 8 of Pentacles. So here we have somebody who is making drums, okay, making barrels. I'm calling them drums, but I actually think it's more a wine barrel of some kind, okay? But he is mastering his skill, perfecting his skill. And he knows that it's his years and years and years of doing it. It's the practice that he's had, the repetitive, continuous, ongoing practice that has actually done him well and given him the success that he has. So it's about trusting in your skill, trusting in your knowledge, trusting in your understanding, and not putting yourself in a different or a difficult situation. So these 3 cards are basically, I haven't covered that one yet, but so far they're saying just be comfortable with what you're capable of. Be comfortable knowing that everything in your life at this stage is completely perfect and completely fabulous. But know that you need to just allow yourself to be consumed with the here and the now, with the whatever it is that you're dealing with, because that is all that matters. And this is a choice. I do want to just explain that for a brief second, that this feeling of groove, this feeling of comfortable, this feeling of familiar, this feeling of security in your current space, and knowing that your skill, your talent, and your abilities is what's going to drive you. All of this is a choice. It's a conscious choice that you need to make. And fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, this week it's important that you make it. It's important that you find comfort in just being whoever and whatever you are. We've got more reference to dancing. Here we have our Dame of Pentacles. So she is giving her best show, okay? She is practicing, she's performing, she is, throwing her heart and soul. She is so passionate about everything that she's doing. And he's holding the beat for her. So he's sitting on a little wooden box and he's beating the rhythm for her. And she's just allowing that rhythm to consume her. And she is giving her all. So again, these 2 to me are quite similar. And it's interesting how I thought that was a drum at first, and it turns out it's a wine barrel or a whiskey barrel or a brandy barrel or whatever it may be. But what we've got in all of these cards is just about being in this moment and not trying to be anything more than we already are. It's about seeing your reality, seeing your life in its beautiful state as it is, and understanding that you don't have to be anything more than you are. Value, appreciate, participate, and engage in the here and the now, in the exact moment that you're in. So whatever's happening in your life, okay, it doesn't have to be about dancing. Let's remove dancing from the equation here. If your work environment is a little bit crazy at the moment, if it's a little bit manic, if it's a little bit all over the place, just hold that space. Just be there. Just allow it to sit with you. Don't try and change it. Don't try and control it. Don't try and mitigate it, erase it, fix it, mend it. This week, just sit in the energy, whether it's a positive or a negative, whether it's a scary or an unknown. Just sit in the energy, because right here and right now, this week, the 20th to the 26th of March, everything is exactly as it needs to be. And we are in this change of moving from one period, circumstance, and situation into another. But right now is not the time to be driving change, okay? Change is happening either way, but you need to be comfortable in your space that you're in right now. That is the only thing that matters, fire signs. So for this week, regardless of how chaotic it is, regardless of how scary or daunting, or even if you can see the things that you can change or improve or do, don't hold back this week. Just be. I want to just read this one more time for you. Are you doing too much? Perhaps it's time to look at your priorities and to think about what is important. Are the expectations you have put on yourself and others become unrealistic and over the top? This week, focus on what is important so that you can take a breather and allow yourself time to just be. So keep reminding yourself this week, I choose to just be. So if you find yourself panicking, if you find yourself getting nervous, getting apprehensive, getting a bit scary or whatever, just say, I choose to just be. I'm trusting that everything is exactly as it needs to be. Everything is exactly, I have the skill, I have the talent, I have the ability to get through this without having to do more than I'm currently doing. But I need to embrace this moment. I need to understand that everything right now is absolutely perfect. Fire signs, I think that's an amazing week ahead for you. It's a week of less is more. A week of less is more, and just be. All right, as always, wishing you an amazing week ahead with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, fire signs.